Boom, bam, bam. President Chad on the inside. And with me in the old talk, in the virtual bar, is the man Tonio and the man CJ Birdman today in the house.
Yes.
You know, people's, we do it on a Sunday, virtual Sunday. We in the virtual bar, sorry. And it's just a kind of just done casual conversation, just like if you're in the bar, bar talk. Bar talk Sunday. Talking Manchester business. Manchester United had a big game yesterday. Big in the context that it could be something to propel our season forward. Or it could be something that just continues to show the dysfunction within the club. So before I weigh in and before we dissect it, I'm just going to throw it out there, plain and simple. Tonio, that performance yesterday, do you think it is Manchester United moving in a right direction? Or do you think it is more highlighting challenges, things to fix?
I think what it really is highlighting the challenges that we were previously facing in a way. But I really can't, as I keep telling you guys, there are 3 games that I remember how we started last season. And until I see all the features in as much Mount, Onana, all these fellas are on the pitch playing at the same time. That's when I can really say whether or not we have improved or we haven't. But things have just really been against us. One, in terms of the fitness, in terms of preseason, I thought we played way too many games because of the amount of games we played last season as well. Then heading in back into the season, which came around extremely quickly, the players still look fatigued and we look a bit off it conditioning wise. I'm not too sure why. I think that is playing a major factor as well.
All right, cool. And talk to me, CJ. What did you think about the game yesterday?
Honestly, we started off well for a little bit, and then them 2 goals just happened, and it was real disorganized, way, because I was really surprised when them 2 goals come. I really was.
It just happened, and CJ, it just happened.
No, that was really it just happened because it was just real disorganized thing. I tell myself, a win now.
I'm sure that's what Rashford said to that first goal. It just happened.
Yeah,
it just happened.
Because I watched the first goal, I tell myself, Rashford, you can really put your foot out and help the man out. No, Rashford just watch the man walk, run in, and score. Then the second goal, I don't know where Casemiro was for that one, dog. You just lead the man there, boy. But I think it's sad. It shows how we start games very late, and we shouldn't be doing that. Because with any other opposition, we would have been dead from the start of the game. I mean, Nottingham Forest is a good team, but anything else, anybody else, if this was a City, if this was a Chelsea, if this was a Liverpool, this game would have been done. But I have to give the guys the credit in terms of coming back and fighting the game, especially the captain stepping up and taking the penalty, because that was big. He could have let Rashford do that, but he took it to himself and say, you know what, I'm taking the penalty. I'm glad for the fight, but you're also kind of seeing that in our way. Last season kind of did take a toll on us in the sense of how many games we had there, because the fellas look a little lethargic coming on the games. With the midfield working better, you could kind of see that with Mason. He's not ready to start the full thing yet. I think that whole thing with Mason, you have to ease him into the games, and I think Eric tried to put him out there into the wild a little bit more, which it would work for some players, but it's just not working for Mason, and that's okay. So for me, it wasn't a bad result overall, but we really do need to fix how we start games and how we finish games, because coming down to the end, it wasn't pretty too, because of course we let them fellas try to come back into that game, and I didn't like that, because, for example, you see Jadon Sancho coming on, you're thinking, all right, there's a whole impact sub. He's coming in to get more goals, but you can see that even though he saw that Nottingham Forest were playing on the counters and struggling to find a rhythm and attack, he didn't really push as well because it was a true ball. He could have run out and taken it. Rashford, I'm not mad at Rashford getting assists, but my problem with Rashford is that the final decision, brother, you could have passed some of them. You could have passed that. You didn't need to run through the whole side and try something and understand what I'm going
I'm
for.
at, I am mad at Rashford, brother. I am mad at that.
Yeah,
When we get
because
into that,
All right,
Ozzy
just
man.
now, guys. Just now, guys. Let me just read some comments, and then we're gonna jump back into that
Yeah.
whole Rashford thing. So, good afternoon to Martin. Philip Martin is saying that United shows how to win even if the game was ugly. That's one perspective. That is one
Yeah,
perspective.
I could see that.
Shabaka is saying that that performance yesterday was more reactive than proactive. It was clear Nottingham had a plan, and any team playing us is not fearful, home or away. Teams like Nottingham could not sustain because of their defense. Our defense is clearly not the same like last season, hence the reason for getting another center back, or I should say, the desire for another center back. Um, Stick up in there. Remember what he was going and say about Rashford there, Birdman. Let me bring in the man Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan, right?
Yo.
Where's this evening, brother?
so
So,
that's it.
Jonathan,
Back inside.
same question to you. That performance yesterday, was it Manchester United showing, progression, positive movement towards tackling the rest of the season, or was it a game continuing to highlight the dysfunction at Manchester United right now on the pitch?
Um, Based on what I watched the game and based on how the reactions I got from a lot of United supporters, um, people a lot of people disappointed at the performance, but I actually looking at it as a positive because you know why? This is the vintage United teams we knew about when we were growing up 10, 15 years ago.
I ain't saying nowhere. I ain't
Jonathan, you
saying
need to
no.
No, just
I
no.
nah.
Hold on. Hold on,
I
CJ.
let him cook.
Before you
I
kill him
let him
off, let
cook.
me finish what I said.
I let him
I know
cook.
you want to kill him off, right?
Nah,
I
I ain't
don't know
kill him.
what you're
I let
trying
him
to
cook.
say.
I let him
Jonathan,
cook.
you need to
Uh,
come down or put your camera up because we see half of your head. We want to see your whole head.
right.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, CJ, before you kill me, listen
It's
to
not
what I
go.
say, eh? I know
I
you're
let
going
him
to
cook.
tell me. I don't know you're going to tell me. Don't even tell me it yet. But I'm just saying something, right? United, we haven't seen uh you see how you see that two goals they got and they start to panic and they start to play good. That is the energy we want. But we don't want to get two goals to see that energy. That energy is supposed to be from the beginning. You
Aye.
understand? That's supposed to be the energy from as the game starts. But it's only when we went 2-0 down that when I see the fellas and I'm starting really seriously putting the Casemiro. Casemiro was excellent in that game, the entire game. Even when we were 2-0 down, he just keep bringing the energy to the fellas, and I think that is a main thing that we were missing all the time. You see that person to bring back up the energy. Hey fellas, you lost it. Thing organize all yourself, and that is when you see. I don't know if I see what I talking about or if I know what I'm talking about, but that is my opinion on the game. You see,
Um.
Casemiro and his leadership in that game was excellent.
All right. So let me so Suraj is saying poor performance, not supposed to be 2 goals down in the first
Mm-hmm.
place.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Yeah.
You know that.
I believe that what Jason is saying is we have all seen United perform in the past, going down, under Sir Alex, and we were comfortable. We knew the team was gonna come back. So I
Yeah.
think he's saying, from that perspective, it,
Yeah.
it, it was that kind of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
But I think most people are saying we haven't been playing well for a little while. And if we were playing better against Nottingham Forest, we was never supposed to need to dig so deep to win this
Chad,
game in the
Chad,
first place.
Chad,
No,
listen
I
to what I'm saying.
I hear your point,
People
brother, but
getting
I
tired
just
with
yeah,
Nottingham
well,
Forest. Last season, Nottingham Forest was a good team, and they were actually, if you already watched their record against the top four last season, they actually didn't do that bad. So they are giant killers in a kind of mini form. They are mini giant killers.
let me
They played well against the top four last year. Let be
so
real.
I say
yeah,
that was
let
just
me get
before
Tony
Tonio.
on the
Old
inside. Let me get
Trafford.
Tony on it.
But Jonathan, was it Old Trafford of fortress somewhat last season? The Leafs not still back somewhat of that character last season? Nottingham Forest is never supposed to come to Manchester United and be
Mm,
doing that to us within 4 minutes.
correct.
Especially when
No,
our
no.
especially
Not
when
in Old Trafford,
when
nah.
our
They're not supposed to do it in Old Trafford.
especially,
No, they're not.
correct,
Yeah.
especially when our current game is based around control. That is total and utter madness. And we should have to be in that position in order to get a reaction from the team. That should have been a game where even if it wasn't a rollover, it should have been a game that we should have been easily winning at home. Now everybody's saying the comeback was nice, and it definitely was.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna pose this question to you. Do you think Manchester United was away from home against Nottingham Forest? Do you think we were coming back in that game? Do you really think we were coming back in that game? I don't think so. We were at home and we did what we were
Nah, I wouldn't
supposed
say
to
that.
do.
I wouldn't be so quick to say that.
all right. Let me.
Because
That was say something.
the energy,
Yeah.
the energy is back. The resilience is back. I don't see the same. You see, since Harry Maguire gone, the team is a totally different team. The energy, the fight back.
Wait,
Hold on, bro.
wait,
Harry Maguire is on the bench. He ain't going nowhere.
wait. Harry Maguire.
Right?
Harry
We we,
Maguire
we
again.
all
Listen.
hope.
Officially
We
he
all
of the
hope
team, right?
he
Officially
ain't
he
going
of the
nowhere.
team. So let me
But
just let me
but
just make that
Man.
clear.
but hold on. I wanna get CJ back in the conversation.
All right.
The
So
Inception pod is in the comments trying to be a troll talking about Manchester is
first thing
blue.
first. Big up the Inception podcast and them. But first thing first, with Roger there, he's a City fan. Put away your penalties before you come and say that talk now, brother. These side by side are penalties. Do with that. Put in mind. But me personally, I understand where Jonathan coming from because Jonathan is not wrong, but Tony is also correct because realistically, we really had to stop that whole we coming back. That is not good, especially with teams who are very dangerous. Because look at the Spurs game. The Spurs game, we did not get that luxury because yeah, we tried to dig it. We did try chances, but when you have a side who have top quality, you don't do that with top quality sides. You can't do that. It don't work. You can't do that all the time. I understand what Jonathan's saying. You had that drive and that work ethic, eh? But big to big, yeah, we really gotta get some standards in the two because at the same time, oh gosh, Greg, oh gosh, Greg, oh gosh, hi Greg, don't even that. But as I'm saying, you really have to. For me, I think it was nice in terms of it gives us inspiration, but we really have to learn that we have to start games and finish it. Because if you look before the two goals, if you saw the start of the game, men know what they wanted to do, Men know what they wanted to do. But my thing is this, right? If we want to start good, where all them going high so? Because I understand men want to come and say, but see the way Onana, dog, we can't be letting Onana come outside there every single time. If you play that high line, you gotta keep the position, you gotta keep the situation because I see people out here saying Onana could have been better. How was Onana supposed to be better? If we're playing a high line, we need high discipline. You can't leave the man out there. I watching this goal, they me. Horse, only not only leave Onana out to dry, but nobody make no tackle to say, you know what? I'm gonna take this yellow card early. You know what? I go pull it back until I understand that the cards are
And
tough.
and you know it's the messed up thing for me? I thought the man gone,
That I
When
said.
when Rashford reached and actually reached the man, I was like, yeah, man, we done clear up that next thing I see Rashford on the ground and the man scoring the goal. I like, what going on here? What Rashford run down the man
No,
for?
but first I watch the man, I tell myself, somebody tackle him. Once it's not in the box, somebody tackle him. Oh gosh, they reach the box. Oh god, they reach the box. All right. Send the man in a corner where he'll find a way to finish. He'll find a way to finish where Onana could stop it. men didn't do anything. Men didn't do nothing. So for me, I understand what Jonathan coming from is that I give credit that hey, we dig back and we win the 3 goals, because hey, you win your game, you win your game. I celebrate that 3 points like nothing. Hey, I see people saying we should be ashamed to celebrate them 3 points. Nope.
What?
I mean shame. Why the kind of takes I see on the daily boy, I tell myself, shame with what 3 points is 3 points. You think Liverpool want to be shame about the 3 points? Liverpool didn't play no game today. They play no football today. Jonathan, you're muted.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
muted.
yeah,
Yeah.
a win is a win, and that's what I'm trying to say. I not looking at it as a negative. Everybody looking at this game as a negative. I not looking at it as a
Okay.
negative because at
Right?
the end of the day, a win is a win.
All
You
right,
win.
fellas. I wanna start breaking down. There are certain pet peeves I have with the game. So I'm gonna throw my stuff out there, and I want you all
Mm-hmm.
to be precise in your response. Right? I know we in the bar, I know we drinking, I know it's a cool, calm day, but we don't want long-winded because the bar going on, we have a certain amount of bar time. Right?
Straight to the point.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So my first pet peeve is Varane. People out there, like, if you're not subscribed to the channel,
Yeah.
please subscribe, like the video, and share, send a little tag a friend, right? So my first pet peeve is Varane. Varane seems to me to be weak mentally. Halftime, we are 2-1 down. You come off. Now I know maybe you feel a little nigga. Maybe tell the manager and the manager thinking we have Arsenal next week.
Yeah.
But I remember distinctly certain games last season when our back was against it. Varane didn't finish the games. I remember certain phases of the season
Yeah,
when
it's
we had
true. Yeah,
very
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
serious
yeah, yeah,
opposition to play,
I
and
yeah.
see it.
That's
Varane
true.
I see it.
Varane wasn't present. So for me, I started to see a pattern. When things
Mm-hmm.
rolling good, Varane fit and he ready. When things not rolling good, it's like,
Yeah,
I'm
he
feeling
don't
a
really care.
strain.
It's
I'm
F
feeling
off
a
with
strain.
everybody. F
Now,
off.
thank God for Martinez, because if it wasn't for Martinez in the back,
Oh,
that extra aggression, I think it kind of compensates for Varane lack of aggression. But I just me. So I want to
also,
throw that to you all. What is your thoughts? Go ahead, go ahead, Birdman.
big up Lindelof because he had a real good game. Lindelof came on and had a really good game to us. So we had to get Lindelof the thing. The man just come and he's starting to deliver. You can't
And
expect
you know, I always just fight him now, but I can't fight him now
yeah,
today.
the man
I can't fight him now
coming
today.
coming off the bench. The man, thank God. I say, all right, good. But I think it's
He
weird
was
with
solid.
Varane. I think the weird thing with Varane is that I understand that I think as you get older, it's tough, it's licks. But sometimes when men look into the back and they watch it and they realize he's coming off, that kind of does hurt a little mentals too. Because if men not strong enough, you would see, hey, this experienced fella, but when things get injured, oh gosh, he coming off. So now I had to now put and I put some a little bit of pressure unnecessarily on your next partners because now, thank God you have men like Lissandro who will say, all right, Fran gone, fellas, it don't change. But if you don't have that in certain games, it really does hurt. Because really and truly, we really need a little more consistency. And I think that's why with the Harry Maguire, situation, where they wanted Tobido, I think Tobido would have been there in the sense of, okay, I see Varane having a little bit of mental and a little bit of injury problems. He's getting older. I understand it. So let me get a younger guy who could come in. So if this happens, I can feel Varane coming down. And I think United need to look at this and tell themselves, all right, I'm not going to have Varane for long. He's been a good servant, but I need to do more. So I think in this sense, it's things you need to watch. I'm not saying that you're gonna ponder it so much, but we need to watch it and tell ourselves, all right, I think we need to bring somebody into the fold that will pick up for where Varane is going to lack. Because he is getting older. So yeah, that's me.
I really don't, and I don't see that Varane getting all that thing here, but I just saying that I find it to look a little mentally weak. Tonio, Shabaka is saying Lindelof to start next game. What say you? I don't unmute your mic, T.
For me, as long as Rafa Varane is fit, he plays. He's earned that right. He's earned that right over the years. And while I can understand, I think people are mistaking personality for weakness in the sense that he's not a weak-minded player. He has won.
He's a
He has won
champion winner.
everything on
He's
the
a Champions League winner.
and,
Yeah,
and it hasn't just been because he's been surrounded by great talent or part of a great Madrid. To stay that length of time at Madrid, he must be performing at a certain level. So he really is getting on to the end of his career, and you need to manage. No matter what, you need to manage players like that. Varane is not the type of player who's playing 3 games on the trot. He should not be playing 3 games
yeah.
straight. He
That's
needs more recovery time than others. So dependability becomes a
With
issue with
age,
him, and
yeah, with age. Yeah.
we should be looking for cover and also a replacement for him as well, which I'm sure that Eric is doing. But I would never question his personality. I think by the time he's a very nice guy, but he's classy. That's just it.
yeah, because
He's extremely classy.
because to expect
All right.
20, to expect 28 games from him at that age, you can do it so
Mm.
mental.
And that's what I'm saying. At that age.
My challenge is not the man age. My challenge is not the amount of games. My challenge is that when we need fight, I find he do always show up. Right? That is
Yeah,
my challenge. But that is just me. So yeah, a new man in the bar to buy our rungs. The last man to come in was always by the next rungs.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. My apologies for being late. The thing that's going on sometimes on a Sunday.
no
Boy,
serious.
we don't mind
Yeah.
when men come in
This
late.
guy joining. Oh God. Let me
Right?
hear what you had to say.
So I want to go to my
Courtney?
next pet peeve, and
Courtney?
I'm gonna come to you first, Jonathan, with my next pet peeve, right? And we'll get my next pet peeve. I haven't watched all the games in the Premier League, but I've
Yeah.
watched a few. Manchester United, up to the beginning of this game week, was third for the best chance creation. Third in the whole league. We had one goal, but we was third. After 3 games, we had one goal, but we was third, right? Chance creation. Okay. Bruno Fernandes has some of the best stats in the game, both in terms of opportunities and in terms of, again, chance creation, like assists, possible assists, them kind of thing. No problem.
Yeah.
The 2 biggest misses of the entire Premier League season so far belong to Bruno Fernandes. That sitter of a header that he missed last week.
Yeah, boy.
Perfect run, perfect
Yeah.
pass. The goalkeeper standing up there already thinking, gosh, boy, we done already. And Bruno Fernandes finds a way 2 yards from the goal to header the ball over bar. Right? He finds a way. Because I showed 9 out of 10 times, he's scoring that with his eyes.
Yeah.
Right? The game yesterday, and I keep saying it, you all have heard me say it on this program before. Anthony is going to shock a lot of people because nobody expects him to go right. When he goes right and he crosses the ball, he is going to shock people. The man went right.
Yep.
Square the ball off the touch line. Bruno Fernandes, and I am not exaggerating, you all watch the game, was 1 yard away from the goal and found a way to miss. I had to say found a way because I think if he just stood up and let the ball hit him, it would have gone in the goal. Right? So he found a way to miss. That's not. So explain to me what is going on with Bruno Fernandes and his finishing. Because you see that's an expectation I have right now. After Varane seeming a little weak for me, is Bruno Fernandes missing sitters. I told Jonathan he'll go first, but he's not here right now. So go ahead, CJ.
Okay. I went out to watch the game. Greg, no, hear the funny thing, eh? We saying, hey Anthony, use your right, boy, use your right. We screaming for the right foot. We get the right foot. Bruno missed it. I said, dog, man, it ain't looking good there, brother.
1 yard from the goal, bro. It's not a team misser, no. Everybody could miss, though.
I mean, is it the
anybody could miss? But 1 yard from the goal.
Yeah. Is it the worst miss of the game? No. Casemiro take the cake because big man. I didn't understand that one. But I think with Bruno, I think sometimes with Bruno, he tends to overthink or rush certain things because if you watch it good, he didn't look for a placement. You know, my boy he just threw his foot. I tell myself, brother man, if you see that ball coming to you, know where you're going, watch where you're going, and it is yes, he's a midfielder, but at the same time, we see Bruno score harder chances. Let me be real. I think Bruno's suffering from success because the man has scored way harder chances from unreal distances. So I can't say, well, we had to allow him. No way. Hey, Bruno, I see you hit that goal from throw back to the goal from Everton 2 seasons ago. The man just watch. And Bennett is like, dog, I expect him to finish. So for me, I think he needs to be a bit cooler in terms of his finishing because at times I think he just sees the goal and just hits it. And you can't do that all the time. You gotta play a placement, you gotta play a shot. Me not asking for power, I just ask for the placement, and that is it. And
what 1 to 3 yards from the goal, all we needed to do is put it between the
sticks. All I need
you
is
don't need nothing. Just put it between the sticks.
And what killing me, the penalty had placements. I tell myself, so dog, if you could do this with a penalty, you could do this in real time with the game. So for me, I think Bruno just needs to cool it, man, because I would say, to be fair, what we have in our finishing problem, but with Hoyland coming back in the fold, I could see that being fixed.
How? Hoyland has only scored 7 goals in 42 matches. Hoyland is not.
That's a real big statement there, CJ, because I understand how Hoyland is getting caught up in this.
Me personally,
you see Hoyland play for United in a practice match? I didn't see him.
Me personally.
So why you think he's going to solve our finishing problem?
Me personally, I see the man. I see his movement. I'm not saying he's going to be world level.
Are you speaking prophetically, CJ? That is what you're seeing in the stars. Tell me. If you're speaking prophetically, I would take that.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen. We go. Amen. Courtney, we leave in the drive. Amen.
You're killing me.
You're from now, right?
You're killing me. You're killing me, Courtney.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. Yeah. These are real big hater because he just do the same thing with last year. I don't know where it is. But the man did the same thing with last year.
I am not a hater. For all intents and purposes, I'm a realist.
We're not talking about Hoyland. We're talking about Hoyland.
All right.
Talk about Bruno Fernandes, and then we will move along.
Now, Bruno's chance yesterday. Look, Bruno, he scored the hard goals and sometimes he's missed the easy goals. It's what it is. You understand? It's unfortunate, yes. It would have put us in a better position, yes. But you can't cry over spilling it. Like I see some people in the comments saying Casemiro's miss was way worse. You know how hard it is for Casemiro to score that goal? The surface is wet. That ball skipped.
And then he run all that distance. Remember, he run all that distance too.
Correct.
People just forget them thing. It's football we playing.
Yeah. Scoring goals might look easier, but you also have to have the mental strength to be composed in the moment. And not everybody.
I don't know if you realize, but our attackers have started off just where they left off last season, doing exactly the same thing, which is not being clinical in crucial moments. I don't know if you watch the Liverpool versus Newcastle game today. Listen to me. I hate Liverpool with a passion, but I cannot fight that comeback from these guys. I couldn't fight it. You know why? Two chances.
And they scored the 2 times.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
United's problem is that it's either these guys, they need to bring David Beckham in and Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll just have a conversation with these guys to show them that these guys are practicing. You guys are not
actually right. Tony actually right. These fellas, I think, they need a shake up.
They're not practicing their finishing enough. These fellas are staying back after training enough clearly. Anthony, for instance, I'm not calling him a one-trick pony, but if you know you have certain tricks in your bag, you have to make sure that those tricks are premium, that every single time you pull that off, It's gonna either cause problems, cause the keeper to save, cause a corner, something that they're not gonna give you an inch
But
of space. There are too
Anthony
many
had a
times.
good
If there are too many times,
Anthony had a
But
good game yesterday though.
you know what's the funny thing?
no, he did. He did. No, he did. But understand what I'm saying? A winger's role. Did you see Anthony Gordon today? Did you see how a winger traditionally is supposed to play? I understand that our game is based on control, but I need my winger to come on and cause a bit of chaos. You shall those things in the back. That's how you actually penetrate things when you pull them out of their shape. If my winger is coming on the right side every single time and he's gonna face and turn back and play the ball to the midfield, that's a problem for me. So he had a good game, but for me, his output has not been enough. That's what I really want to see. It hasn't been enough. It hasn't. It really
Yeah,
hasn't.
that being said, just now, quickly, that being said, you know, if Bruno did score yesterday, he would have an assist. But anyway, go carrying on.
No,
Quickly,
Yeah. That's the shitty team.
the two occasions that Anthony has used that right foot has created two opportunities.
produce brilliance.
Last season it was the same thing. The 3 times that I could count it for you, the 3 times that he used the right foot is the 3 times we got goals and he got an assist. He had 4 assists for the season. 4. So, wait a minute. I tell all you already, Eric need to take he, put he in the middle of the savannah with a bag of ball and you just run down the line and cross with your right foot. Like all I want you to do is
it come like this at work now, boy. Like you see, you're good at a task, but you ain't like to do it. I feel like with Anthony. I feel he don't like to do it because the coach tell him, "Hey, boy, you're good." Yeah, but oh gosh,
CJ commentator said yesterday, and I remember him saying it on the Premier League channel. Defenders are now showing you the right side. When they see Anthony coming down, they gain him that right because they know.
Yeah, it's true.
The one time that he went to the right side created an opportunity.
Yep.
Every time I don't mind, he could keep doing that. I don't want him to just start kicking the ball with the right willy-nilly.
You're right. But he's a one-trick pony. He can't be getting on. So
nothing wrong with being a one-trick pony, and I agree with Tony. Let that trick work.
Hold on,
put the ball on target.
Listen, to be fair, even great Antonio Valencia was the most right-footed player I ever seen in my life. But when he chopped back and he hit that Cruyff turn, bet you must have that left foot though. It ain't gonna be on target. It might be accurate, but he go swing it.
Birdman, talk to me. You was going and say something about Rashford. So I talk about Varane. I talk about Bruno. My specific issues with those two players. Talk about Rashford. Go ahead.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but dog, I literally see Rashford having chances to get assists. I literally turned to my brethren Greg to Dan. Rashford need to feed men like how he does feed the children. Brother man, we are starving. I'm starving, Rashford. Men starving in the corner. Feed the man. You know, I don't make my get real man. My boy get his solo. You beat one man. Okay, you beat the one man and you have pace on everybody else. You see men coming down on the wing. Dog, me as a man, I tell myself, dog, I was launching that. Either you launch the shoot or you launch it for the pass. And Rashford showed yesterday from that long pass he made, that my dog have vision. So Rashford can't say, oh, well, I don't have vision. He lying. Rashford had the vision and he had the placement. What did my boy Rashford do? Take the shot when the defender is literally in front of you. No space, and even if you get through, the keeper was done covering it. My boy decided to take the shot. And you know what's getting vexed when Rashford mess up a shot? He's still like he fighting back to get the ball. The ball done lost. Don't lie to me, don't lie to everybody. And Rashford, and if I was Eric there, I was telling Rashford I was going on tape and showing everybody in front of Rashford. Yeah, that boy. I like to embarrass people, but Rashi, what is this dog? Will you come in to tell me about, oh, I had the shot? You didn't have the shot, Rashford. You had 3 defenders on you who gave space for everybody else to run. And what has hurt? Dog, even if you ain't trust Bruno because Bruno missing, just give Bruno that open chance so it wouldn't be you. at least Sancho there, give Sancho that your brethren. And Sancho finishing, let me be real. Sancho finishing real good. When he just putt, the man would putt. But no, what does Rashford do? Let me try it myself. Dog, not everything is try it yourself. Yes, you are a winger. I'll give you that. But the thing is, a winger, good talent is creating for everybody else. That's what makes a winger a good winger. The goals are good. But finish. But dog, your final decision how to fix. And you're old enough to have that. So that's just why I think with Rashford. Like, it's not a bad game. I'll give him confidence, but please.
And the one thing I would say also with that is that when you're struggling to score,
Yeah.
helping your partner score does build your confidence.
Yeah.
When you're struggling and you get assists, one, it helps your stats and it will give you confidence. So
you know what
Rashford should be looking for the assists.
You know what Rashford remember? You see everybody, you know in a relationship, you're salting the wing, you ain't getting none. But you see your brothers can get none and you can see your brothers helping. But nah, you won't help them because if I salted, everybody salted. I will Rashford game, man. Like, dog, because you salted, don't make sure everybody else salting. If your time come in.
Correct. But let us delve a bit deeper. Let us delve a bit deeper into Marcus Rashford. What is up with Marcus? I want nobody to come and tell me that Marcus Rashford is elite at any point in time because he's like a man. He don't like playing players and a man. Well, man, if you ask him, he needs to play as a keeper. He's going to play there, and his attitude is not going to change. Marcus Rashford playing as a number 9, as a defender, I would have been happy. You know why? His demeanor, his body language, everything was absolutely poor. He went out on the wing and like he saw Sterling highlights and he said, nah, you were coming up. I need to be more selfish. I look at the little things in big moments and understand what I'm saying by that. He had an opportunity to allow us to close off the game yesterday first it was 14. But instead of doing that, he put himself first instead of team. And that tells me a lot about our players, man. If you're forced to be as selfish as you want to be, they need your forwards anyway, not to be a bit selfish. But there's a time and place for everything. Rashford has been around too long. He's no longer a child there. His level of IQ needs to be at a certain level. He should be waiting for Harry Street or one of these places for that. That youth loves a big wall. He loves a big wall. He will see a double team in front of him. He's saying, yeah, come fellas, I'm going with you. And when, listen, his ball protection, listen, it's absolutely, it's poor. You are supposed to be winning thousands games of heroes. Does Marcus Rashford do that enough? Go and watch that really shallow bit. Just a little bit. And understand how to draw and win fouls in moments when you may not have an opportunity to pass. Rather than just trying to run towards every single time.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. And the thing is,
His
you just find a brand new something contract. Your money is not your money is not. You have no shoulder injuries, no back injuries, no nothing. The kids have said, what's your problem? Even if you are not informed, what's the problem with your attitude? You're hanging your shoulders. I'm tired. I am personally tired of this nonsense from him. And this is me talking about Rashford, a player that I like because I think he can do a lot more. And let's see, shows like when he fellas having emotional issues with their girls, it tends to come on the field because it's like, what is going on? What is going on?
And on top of it, as Greg said, the man get assist. Dog, if you get the assist the first time, you don't take it. I don't go for that dog like nobody. I think it was not terrible.
He had the penalty and he had the assist, so it was 2. It was 2, yeah. And he still had a 4 game. And he still had a 4 game.
He had a good game, you know, but Dan, I could have seen more from him, man. It frustrated me.
4 by his standards. 4 by his standards. He scored the first goal. So 4 by his standards. 4 by his standards. And that is what I'm saying.
I'd agree with Tony. Rashford didn't have a good game in my opinion.
Yeah.
But let me read this comment. Let me read this comment and we'll transition a little bit. So Martin Phillip is saying, last season, I listened to most of you guys and you all were saying the same thing. Yeah, because we're seeing the same issues, poor finishing, this, that, the other. United will come good soon. I am not saying to praise mediocrity, but do not cry down the team like that. So on that note, let's switch gears a little bit. I spoke about my pet peeves. Birdman talk about his. Let's talk about standout performances. And for me, one of the best players on the pitch yesterday, and I'm going to the man Courtney first, was Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, good, yeah, boy.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
yeah.
I don't
All right,
want to
back
hear.
boy.
I go and
I
say it.
don't want to
1B,
hear.
1B, 1B,
I go and
1B,
say it. I go and say it.
1B.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka cheated on the girl again. We up. Cheated on the girl
I
again.
don't want to hear nobody tell me that the best attacking right back Manchester United have is the low. Because in
no,
2023,
at all.
Nope.
I'm not seeing that the best right back we have
Hold on.
hands down
Hold on.
is
Hold on.
Wan-Bissaka. Carry on.
I will
The
give
low
Dalo.
just more solid, but Wan-Bissaka, he show you what to do.
J-Bon, you hold on to that. I come into you after. I want you to
J-Bon,
explain
I let
how.
you cook.
I want you
I
to
let you
explain
cook,
how.
yeah?
So you stay right there and hold on. Go ahead. Cook.
Solid. More solid.
J-Bon,
Wait, fellas, wait.
J-Bon,
Go ahead.
you
Go ahead.
cooking.
I will
J-Bon, you
say this.
cooking that dry pill out there. I let you cook it.
I'm
You
telling
cook
you
it.
why.
Yes, brother, that pot is burning. He said that pot is burning. That pot is burning. That pot is burning, brother. That pot is burning.
God.
Go on, Presley. Go on, Presley. Continue, Presley. Go on, Presley. Go ahead, Presley. Go ahead. Go ahead. That pot is burning. Go ahead.
Could me go
Attacking
ahead.
wise, Dalo may be a better right back. But what I said to people, and I will continue to say, as a defender, your main responsibility is defending first. That and Wan-Bissaka can do that and has continued to show that. Where he is improved is on the attacking side of his game. I see Wan-Bissaka beat him man yesterday. Like first time, I was like, oh, what's going on here?
You know, the man crossing hit levels.
No,
now,
if I have to say
But-
anything about his game, the weakness in his game is his crossing. And I think continuing to work with Eric, that part of his game will improve.
but you can see the
You know the
improvement.
funny thing? Diego Dallo has a higher ceiling than Wan-Bissaka does. But clearly, Wan-Bissaka is better at applying what it is he needs to do on the pitch. Diego Dallo showed when he was at his best that he can be defensively aware. But apparently that doesn't stay with him because he has yet to get back to that form. And at that moment, a man was telling me Dallo was going to start the season over Wan-Bissaka, and I was asking him, how is that even possible? He didn't even allow us to see that. One is the only player on the pitch from last year to this year who has maintained his levels. Everybody else has either dropped off a bit or not up to scratch. He's the only one who has maintained his levels, and he deserves his spot. And big man respect him because all of us was ready to just, send him with the garbage truck this morning. No doubt. We all were there at that point in time. He has all picked up. I'm happy for that.
Courtney said he don't speak French. About this we.
Yeah, not me at all. I was looking him up because I saw from him, even when he was at Crystal Palace, that he was an excellent defender. Now he was rough from the edges, but his coaches did him no favors. You understand?
That's it.
Chad, if you're talking, you're muted.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I want to say this. If we were finishing better, Wan-Bissaka would have a couple assists by now.
Thank you.
Wan-Bissaka don't have attacking returns, not because he's not playing well right now, but because he's not hitting the target. Because I will tell you something that is irritating the shit out of me with the low. We been on a positive note, so we big enough one. But let me tell you what is irritating the shit out of me with the low. And it was happening last season when the low had plenty play, and he boy Cristiano Ronaldo, who he playing with Portugal, was in the field. You're beating men on the wing, and you're always over kicking the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo can't get ahead at all.
Yeah.
If it's
Stop
not
them
Christy,
something.
if it's not Christy, whoever you're crossing to, not reaching the ball. Let me tell you something. I don't care. I'm not interested. I don't want to hear about, you're better going forward. If you're better going forward and you have no assists, or the man even getting the chance to miss,
better going forward.
you're not better going forward. So to me, Wan-Bissaka is producing more better end product because men getting on the end of Wan-Bissaka balls.
The first,
Correct.
You know, overcooking the ball, men getting on the end of Wan-Bissaka balls.
The first goal of the season come from Wan-Bissaka cross.
Thank you very
Come
much.
on, bro.
He had
Like-
one.
Come on, bro.
What I
So
would
far
like
as I'm
him to do
concerned,
is work on
go
his
ahead.
shooting. He had one.
He just needs to
But
shoot more. I think if he shoot the
in
ball,
Bulls
he
game,
would score.
and he hit it quite. He sent it to Mars though. But again, I think Eric's system suits Wan Bissaka. Before, the coaches didn't really play to his strengths. He wanted to be able, he liked making that 40, 50-yard sprint. I don't know, he just liked to run.
Oh, he looked like he used to do track back in the days.
I wouldn't be surprised to know.
Because that man will run down the way before he shoots it,
Actually, you're right. Dalot has more assists, but Dalot's end product might be slightly better. But
there's a stat. There's a stat for attackers. There's a stat for attackers in terms of how much shots you take versus how much goals you score. I am 100% sure if they assess how much crosses Dalot put in the box, right, versus how much men actually get the opportunity to score versus Wan Bissaka will blow him out the water. Dalot must be just cross the ball 100 times and connect 10 times. I don't want to hear how much assists you have. I don't see it with my eyes. The eye test, don't tell me Dalot right now is the better attacker. This is 6 months ago. I would have catch myself saying that dodgishness too, but not right now. You understand? You know the saying. Tell me what you've done for me lately. And right now, Wan Bissaka look like he is it for our right back.
I think we have a issue though. You see, we have no coverage on that left back position.
I say play the youth man. Talking about that.
We do have coverage. We do have coverage.
Oh,
about that. We have news came out today. Just now, guys. Just now. Hold on. News came out today that Manchester United contacted Chelsea. Looking for a season-long loan for Cucurella.
Oh man.
Best we send back Alex Tellers. Best we send back Alex Tellers. They Alex Tellers, dog. They just Spanish Alex Tellers. That's what it is. I'm tired.
We call back Brandon Williams from Ipswich. Nothing ain't making sense.
You know what I can't understand? I'm seeing all the other teams, all the other top teams in the Premier League playing some of their youth players, and it's like, why are United so hesitant to bring our youth starter? Why is Alvaro Fernandez not getting an opportunity? Well, you understand? Where is Hannibal? We acting like we have replacements for Bruno Fernandez. Bruno Fernandez cannot be. We're going into another season where he cannot be subbed off because that's crazy. That's kind of crazy. We give here an opportunity. We can't sell the team with quality in 2 windows just like that. So we need to facilitate that depth in the squad from somewhere, and the youth need to be trusted. It's nice to have them on the bench and in match this squad and carrying on this tradition, but they need to play. Kobe's out, somebody else needs to play. So these fellas are on the bench, but they aren't really trusted.
I hear.
But Alvaro needs to play.
I hear you, Antonio, but Eric has shown that if you've shown that you could the pressure, he will get a run. I don't know if was his my name again, boy? Alvaro is ready. I don't think so. Because from what I saw of him in preseason, he didn't look I don't want to say the finished article, but he didn't look like a player that was ready to step up into the league under the lights in Old Trafford and face that pressure. You understand? I'm now seeing Greg saying that they let him go on loan. And I think that loan move right now would be the best move for him.
If the man getting to play football, I agree. Ashton, don't worry, my brother. You can't be on this panel today, but you will be on live on a panel soon. Right? Reach out to me after the show. We'll make that happen.
We would transfers. I don't know if we're doing transfers now, but
I don't see anybody.
I want to transition into that conversation. That is why I brought up the Cucurella as well. So go ahead.
So Basically, Fabrice, you do an update that Amrabat is willing to fight to come to United. And I kind of real tired of this now. That man waiting, that man training by himself. Tell me United want 30 million flat, right?
Yeah,
A
but when you
man,
get
a man doing everything. The club slowly bringing down the fee. Every time I hear how much he value that it going, the price going down, and United still in make a bid. I don't know if we waste any man time. Let the man know.
hold
You
up,
know what I'm
we
saying?
have the money. We don't have the money. That
We do have
whole
the
thing
money.
was hinging on
Yeah,
Harry
man.
going to wherever he was going, and maybe we getting Scott out of the door.
I am hearing that deal is hinging on this boy from Donny. But
But that's
But
a
where
loan,
do they going? There has
right?
been no rumor talk about Donny for this entire transfer window. I like
Oh, no. The,
no, we hear rumors about
Sociedad.
that.
the
Sociedad.
Sociedad.
Yeah,
Sociedad was the only team, and that even wasn't a guarantee.
I have to agree with this statement here from Ashton. Why are we sending players on loan when we have an injury crisis and we don't have squad depth? I totally agree.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, you may have plans to send men on loan, but when you're seeing men falling like flies, you just need to reassess your plans. Henderson to Crystal Palace, that is a done deal. Henderson was on the bench yesterday, and I think he was on the bench because that was his last appearance in the lineup for Manchester United. J-Bon, I want you to let me know, we have less than a week for the transfer window. What would you like to see Manchester do this week?
At this point, we can't really do much. We just have to make use of what we have. And as you know said rightfully, we have an energy crisis. So some of our loans we could probably cancel in terms of all right, we loan out Brendan Williams. We could probably hold off on loan out Brendan Williams because Brendan Williams is a good backup left back. And we have other moves that we can make that wouldn't it don't make sense to make right now because we have a problem. We
So
have a
J-Bon,
squad problem.
as a United fan, with the possibilities not being endless, because clearly the money is not endless. Your hope for the rest of the season is that we don't loan out players. You don't have anybody you would like to see the club go and get within the next few days.
Club that we could go and get or club that we actually go and try to get?
I think it have players we could go and get. It have men. We're just talking about Amrabat there. It have men and clubs willing
That
to
was
deal.
supposed to happen long time. That was his bid just keep going lower and lower. And like, if they really wanted to sign Amrabat, they would have signed him long time. So I don't know what was the whole scheme or what's the whole idea with Ten Hag and co, but
Check,
we could have
check
gotten.
Harry Maguire.
Hmm?
Check Harry Maguire. Check Harry Maguire. Check Donny Van der Beek. Check Henderson, who now heading out. We didn't
No,
have
I
the
said
money.
go out. We talk about Kingston was to come in.
No, what he's saying is with these fellas still on the payroll, that has slowed down our business. But now that Hendo has gone, let's see what happens. Same question to you, Courtney. What would you like to see happen within the last few days of the winter?
Honestly, I would have liked the Amrabat deal to be done, but I don't see us doing any more business, even though we have an injury crisis right now.
Wait. Does I really see any here, boy? CJ
No,
leave the bar.
is it true, Charles? Like, is it true?
Just now. CJ leave the bar. Cross the road. Go on by the doubles, man. Come back and eating all the doubles by himself. No, boy, CJ.
It's not a one boy, it's Kiss Cake boy. Hey, it's Kiss
I
Cake
don't
boy.
care, boy. You can't go and buy food for yourself alone, brother, man. You
Damn
don't
it.
do that. Don't do that.
Someone.
You had a
What's it better than
supper
that?
just drink and mellow until we ready to leave, dog. You can't do that.
We
Don't
thought
do
it
that.
better than that, though. We thought it better than that.
Yeah, he's a Maguire. He's a Maguire fan.
No, could never be.
Yeah, but Cliffy, you really do believe that we're not going to do any more business? That's all we. have to do more business. We have there's no if no there's no if no but no. There's no timeline in the side events where I do not see Manchester United not doing business, brother. We have
No,
to. We
Manchester
have
by the books.
to.
Manchester
The
by the
side
books.
events, there's nowhere in the
I
timeline in
really
the
want to
side
do more
that
business, but we do have, I don't
we
know,
have
like
to.
they don't
We
want to do
have
more
to.
business.
I tell you
We
what,
have to. We have to.
we love that final day drum. We love that final day excitement.
I don't at
I don't
Gotta
all.
like
wait
it.
for bargain.
I don't like that,
Bargain.
man.
I don't like it. I don't like it. But when you're bargain hunting, that's what you gotta do. Wait for them last minute deals. You did. You gotta wait for them last minute deals. That
True too.
desperation.
I would love for them to do more business. I just not seeing it.
But you know why
Now
they
we have
want to?
to.
You know how I feel why did I do more business? Because I be real with you. If we really don't buy any players, oh gosh, come now, Greg. Oh gosh, Greg, I'm past that, but he's yeah.
Oh,
So I feel like we have to do more business because if you look at the fan base, even like in Old Trafford, yesterday we did our sit-in. I'm not saying that sit-in is a major thing, eh? But you could see that the fans over there are getting fed up. Bro, Glazers out, flyers get shared in the store at United. You know how bold-faced that shit is? You know, just to walk into a store and say, hey, Glazers out. You think I come around and buy a shirt? No, I ain't buying no shit. I come to get this. There's rumors of work staff fed up of the sale. Literally would walk out at this point, and with the whole Greenwood situation handled. At this point, the club has to do something on the last days because here that
Mm.
this season, if this season end up like that Ronaldo season, I tell it all you. Me and Mendes protest for road and Trinidad. Get ready to see some chairs ripped out at Old Trafford. And
No, you're right. Because I don't understand how after that whole Greenwood thing, we ain't trying to sign nobody. That's why I'm trying to understand. Like I
plus,
waited to see them
this
go
hey,
aggressive. We ain't go
We
aggressive behind nobody yet.
we need a striker
And
because
that's what I'm saying.
Hoyland
We
can
ain't-
come and give us 20 goals. Martial is not giving us 10. We need a striker.
Martial was lucky
We
to get
need
off
a
it
midfielder.
yesterday. I don't
Chad,
know.
we ain't go aggressive
Mountain,
behind nobody yet. We ain't go
Mountain,
aggressive behind nobody yet.
Mountain seem to be so sure about fitting in the system, and clearly Ten Hag believe we needed. We had Champions League football to play, which is
Mm-hmm.
a different level
But
to
Ten Hag
UEFA.
forced that signing, so I don't know.
We need a defender because having Harry Maguire and not having Harry Maguire is the same thing. Because Harry could live in the clouds all he wants. Ten Hag is not going to pick him, right?
Personally,
The ball boy will quicker get run out than Harry Maguire.
personally,
Good. We
personally,
need a backup goalkeeper simply because you need 3 goalkeepers
yeah, but we got back a
on the
goalkeeper.
roster,
Yeah, we got back
right?
a goalkeeper. Yeah,
How
Now, yeah,
Manchester United, we also need Richard Arnold. If he have to push, go in his closet and dip in our back pocket and find $30 million, needs to change the conversation around the club. Until there is a transfer, everybody is still going to be talking about Greenwood, talking about poor performance, talking about us, talking about that, calling for your resignation. It is the best move for the Glazers, for Richard Arnold, and because the club just needed to buy
exactly.
somebody. Find the
quality.
money.
Yeah,
Find the
yeah.
money and buy somebody. That's all I say.
I know what put us in a ravenous state. You see, killing that trophy drought. I tell myself, I know after killing that trophy drought, man go one more. Because literally to see, you know what, bro? You know what last
You
season do
supposed to want
everybody?
more?
You know what last season do everybody and do me especially? You see how last season went down from getting your season back by beating Liverpool after losing 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row. Then you go on to be unbeaten at home. Your home record is good. The same week you beat Barcelona is the same week you win a trophy. You don't just do that. After that, you cannot tell me this manager doesn't deserve more players. No, the fan base not going to lie to themselves and say, means so sure about Eric. And who's saying that? Well, I don't know what to tell you. Me, you know what to tell you. I don't want to discussion about that one. We see that we could do more. So to not give Eric, even if it's last day, to not get Eric signings after seeing the football you seeing, you got to be crazy. The Glazers, one thing is the Glazers wicked, but they very well know that they want to get the attention off of them, boy. So they will do business.
Fellas, the bouncers ready to throw you out. It's about that time. I have 2 questions. And I want 2 quick fire responses. I don't want no obituaries and no long statement. 2 questions, 2 quick fire responses. Courtney, we starting off with you. We're going around the table. Same 2 questions to everybody. Give me a prediction for Manchester United Arsenal next week. Go ahead with that.
2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. And the second question, anyway, we'll do it one at a time. J-Bon, Manchester United Arsenal.
To me, for next weekend, we'll be beating them for sure. Although we're a little shaky this weekend here, but I think we have enough to beat Arsenal.
And win. Birdman?
Yeah.
2-1, Hoyland with the first goal.
All right, Tonio. I know you're sure Hoyland starting the game, but all right, Tonio.
I want to know myself. But one quick question. Are we at home or are we away?
I think that is at Arsenal. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, we are at Arsenal.
We are at Arsenal.
I will actually go for 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will answer my own question. I think we're going to beat Arsenal. I think we're looking at 2-1. And I will tell you why we're going to beat Arsenal. We're not playing well. And I've seen many games where Arsenal play all over this Manchester United team and we win. And I just realize it. We're just going to beat Arsenal because it's Arsenal. Not because we're playing great. No, I don't expect no stellar performance. I expect to be curling with Bruno Fernandes, missing sitters again. You know what I mean? I expect Arsenal to play all over us.
I have my Dr. Rice memes ready, you know. I had the jollof rice meme ready. My jollof rice meme ready. You care?
So that is the first question. And the second one is looking forward at the rest of the season. Mason Mount, is he going to catch his feet? Or are you going to be a flop? Courtney?
It's a hard question by chat, but
Yeah, well, I know we just do it.
sorry to say this, but he could be a flop.
J-Bon?
Wee boy.
I think he would find his feet. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him the time to find his feet. But I think based on what I've seen from before, he had the ability.
Birdman?
He give him a Mac Fred vibes, so he ain't gonna be a full flop, but he go work. It go work.
He gave you Mac Red vibes?
Yeah, it go work in certain games. It ain't go work in certain games. I feel like that it is.
All right. Tonio?
I think he's actually going to find his feet because he has shown his levels before and what he's capable of. That's not an anomaly. So we know what he can do. I think once the team comes together, because the coach said the problem is the problem is between the defense and the forward line, which means that there's the support and transition is off somewhere. So I believe once everything comes together, he's going to have a pretty decent season. But you see that number 7, people expect too much. He's not even that type of player, yeah. But I expect him to do that.
All right, cool.
I expect him to do that.
Well, Manchester United scored 3 goals and still have a goal difference of 0. Let's hope that we can improve that. Because last season that goal difference was horrible. Right? Horrible. Newcastle dropped points.
Right.
Arsenal dropped points. Liverpool looking shaky. And Manchester City still playing in neutral, right? I mean, switching the first gear yet.
Yeah,
so United
and winning games.
If United could catch yourself, we might be in a good position. President Chad, Courtney, J-Bone, Birdman, Antonio Saint, Red Devils, we don't die. We multiply. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, people.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
if you appreciate what we're doing here at the United Hour, please like, please subscribe, and let's grow this community.